Are there any coal miners in the audience? I was doing some polling earlier, and I made some assumptions that there weren't. Are there any relatives of people that work in the mines? Okay, we've got a couple. That's pretty important. And so one of the questions about why can't we show this in the schools, my mind immediately went to that whole controversial, defensive. A lot of people feel attacked by clean energy. And we're in the Athens bubble, and it's a bit of an echo chamber, and we're all kind of surrounded by the people that mostly agree with us. I hope that a lot of us interact with people that don't mostly agree with us, and we're really cautious to not be anti-coal. Coal was a great idea at the time, based on the knowledge that we had at the time, and people lost their lives and put a lot into it, and it's a big part of Appalachian culture and history. Well, I think we're all pretty sensitive to that, but we need to recruit those people to be the ones championing that energy future.
I know you hate it.
Methane may not last as long in the atmosphere, but it is just as bad, and they are doing it, to twice as much as what the coal industry does. And now they're committing themselves to all these pipelines and compressor stations. We're going to be tied to this natural gas for the next 4 or 5 decades, at least. So we really need to try to you know, what the student is doing, try to get the money out of fossil fuels.
So I heard that there's something inside of solar panels that is like coal, kind of. We're digging it out of the earth and there's not a lot of it. How do we balance not taking all of it out and still providing clean energy?
So the solar panels do have some chemicals in them that are toxic and also are rare in our mind. And a lot of the studies, we don't really know exactly what's underground and how much of it is there, and people make all sorts of guesses and predictions. And so one of the questions the movie was addressing is it possible to get to a 100% clean energy future? And there's a speaker from Stanford who came here last year. I'm not remembering his name, but he and his class have done that research, and they've actually looked at the ingredients for solar panels, and there is enough for the solar panels. One of the other challenges is the batteries. And so right now lithium is one of the most popular battery chemistries in cars because it's lightweight. It's, you know, you can store a lot of power. And our cars have lithium batteries in them. And some people are saying, you know what, that lithium mining is dangerous and messy and toxic, so that's a problem. The lithium mining is maybe not sustainable. How much energy goes into digging up that lithium and processing it? So I think that that's a challenge that we've got to figure out. And you know, I think we've got enough lithium to last for 25, 30 years, but at some point we'll probably come up with something better.
So here in Athens County, we've been hard at work trying to not only make homes more efficient, but also to build a solar economy here, to drive that demand for solar, right? Because sometimes it's just reminding, helping people understand why solar works, how it works, how you can afford it, making it affordable, and there are ways to make it affordable. It just takes time and conversations. So this is only in the city. We're piloting this in the city of Athens because we know you guys kind of like this stuff, right? Out in the county, it's a little bit harder to convince folks, though not impossible. But yes, it's huge, guys. I mean, I just came back from a conference where talking about this, people were blown away. They're like, "You're doing that in Athens, Ohio?"
If you can do it in Ohio.
And this is the folks from California and New York who have been developing. They're the most vanguard solar states in the country here, and they're coming up to me and they're going, "Tell me about that model with community choice aggregation. How are you guys doing that?" And they're thrilled. So let's demonstrate to them that we are, in fact, leaders in this clean energy revolution.